On an October morning in 1974, police in the Yorkshire town of Ossett found a man stumbling naked through the streets, drenched in blood. Inside his home lay a crime scene so brutal officers would never forget it. Tonight, the Michael Taylor case. What led to the exorcism, what happened inside that church, and what we know afterward. This video discusses mental health and violence. Viewer discretion advised. We rely on archival reporting and court records. Some images are suggestive rather than explicit. A long night of prayers. Claimed demons named and cast out. Hours later, his wife was dead. This is the story of Michael Taylor. He was a butcher, a husband, father, and a man whose life changed in months. Michael Taylor was born the 21st of September 1944 and lived in Ossett. He worked as a butcher and raised a family with his wife, Christine. Friends described him as mild, but he suffered low moods and chronic pain that worsened isolation. He and Christine joined a local Christian fellowship where a lay leader, Marie Robinson, became central. Michael grew intensely attached. Rumors of a carnal bond circulated as his behavior turned erratic. The group, then local clergy, began talking about deliverance and exorcism. Accounts say Michael had outbursts, insomnia, and a conviction that evil was inside him. Reverend Peter Vincent and Reverend Raymond Smith arranged an overnight exorcism on October 5, 1974. Clergy describe an all-night rite. Prayers, commands, restraints. Ministers later said they expelled many demons, but 3 remained. Murder, violence, insanity. Exhausted, the ministers sent him home near daybreak, a decision later judged consequential. A bishop later said the rite likely exacerbated his condition. Whatever the mechanism, the night ended with Michael returning home. And hours later, tragedy. Warning, graphic content will be described in words only. Within hours of returning on October 6, 1974, Michael attacked Christine. Reports describe brutal manual injuries and an unforgettable crime scene. There was no weapon. Police found Michael naked and blood-covered in the street and arrested him. He later told investigators the exorcism had failed and something still possessed him. Local papers later called it one of the most savage domestic killings Yorkshire had seen. 5 children lost their mother. The community was traumatized. A trial followed months later. At trial, the legal question became, was this crime the product of insanity? In March 1975, the jury acquitted him on grounds of insanity and ordered detention at Broadmoor. He was sent to Broadmoor, later to a secure unit in Bradford, then released after supervised care. Public records after release are limited. Regional reporting in 2005 noted a later court appearance. Beyond that, records are sparse. If living, he would be in his 80s. Was it possession? Or a psychiatric crisis intensified by suggestibility, sleep deprivation, and faith-based ritual? We can say behavior changed drastically. An intense emotional setting and a long exorcism preceded the killing. Whether cautionary about untreated mental illness or misapplied deliverance rites, the result was the same. A family and community shattered. A case that asked more questions than it answered. Sources in the description include contemporary reporting and public records. Links below. 5 children lost their mother. A community was changed. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more true crime histories.